Just going to work through adding and subtracting when there's more than one addition or subtraction taking place. The rules don't change though. We add or subtract the numbers in front and the variables stay the same. There's no number in front, then there's a 1. If we're given a string of terms, then we add only the ones that are like. So in a situation like this, we identify that there are some x terms and some y terms. We add the x terms, 5x's and 5x's is 10x's. We add the y's, 3 and 4 is 7, and then we stop. X and y are different variables that cannot be added together. Again, we identify that we have some x squared terms and some x terms. We add the x squared terms, 5 and 3 is 8, 4 and 8 is 12, and then we stop because x squared and x are not like, cannot be added together. A bare number without a variable is different from a term including a variable. So in this case we have two terms including the x's which we can add, and we have to leave the 3 alone. 1x and 5x's is 6x's. This case the k is a variable, the 2 and 3 aren't, 2 and 3 is 5, the k stays the way it was. Subtraction works basically identically. We add or subtract only the like terms. So, in a case like this, we identify some x terms and some y terms. We subtract the 5x from the 7x, giving us 2x. We take the 3y and add the 4y to give us 7y. Note, very important, that the subtraction only applies to what follows. So in this case we have minus 5x, which we take away from the 7x to give us 2x. The 4y is still being added. Doesn't have a subtraction sign, it stays in addition. So 3y and 4y is 7y. If the subtraction is larger, then we end up with a negative. 2 minus 5x is minus 3x because 2 minus 5 is minus 3. The y's are a different variable, it stays out of the subtraction. We could write it the other way around, the 3y's minus 3x if we prefer. The rules are pretty simple, basically it comes down to practice. So here's a few examples, have a go at each of these. So, the first one, we identify that we have x's and numbers, we add the x's, we leave the numbers separate. Question 2, we have a's and b's. 7 of 3 a's is 10 a's. 3 b's plus 1 b, because we don't write in that 1, is 4b. The next, identify a squareds and a's. There are 7 a squareds and 9 a's. Question 4, we add the xy's and we add the x's. Question 5, there's an a cubed and 3 single a's. So we have an a cubed, which is entirely different from the a's, and we have 3 of the a's. 1a plus 1a plus 1a is 3a. And last one on this page, 1x squared and 2x squared is 3x squared, 5 and 8 is 13. Half dozen more to finish, this time with subtractions, so slightly harder. So, question 7, we're taking 5x away from the 9x, the 3 stays where it is. Question 8, taking 1b away from 3b, and that leaves us 2b's, and the 7a's and the 3a's, they add because there's a plus in front of the 3a. Question 9, the 5a2 take away 2a2 is 3a squared, 5a and 4a is 9a. Question 10. The minus is in front of the x, so this is minus 1x. Minus 1 plus 2, minus 1 plus 3 is 2, sorry. 5xy, 2xy, they're adding to give 7. Minus 1 and 3 is 2. Question 11. Got 7 of them, minus 3 of them is 10. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. And last one, 5 minus 2 is 3, minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. So, what have we learnt? The rules don't change. Addition and subtraction change the numbers in front, but not the variables. If we're given a string, we add and subtract only the ones with the same variables, exactly the same, both letters and powers. That may mean we do not finish with a single term. We might have a couple of terms separated by a plus or minus. That's just the way it is. And subtraction only applies to the term that follows it, not to anything else.